Warehouse, I gave them street light, sewing machines, necklaces to support their constituency. But when we lost, nobody has called me to say, oh, Canadian Japan, thank you. Nobody has said that to me. But I'm not worried. I did it for the party. If you don't believe it, I know you are capturing it. They should call the vice presidential candidate, Napo, and ask him. I took him to my warehouse and showed him the things that I was going to distribute to the party people, which I did. But they come here, tell the people what you can do for them, and stop propaganda. Some are
the establishment that is going to vote on January 31st, the whole party architecture, the delegates, the workers of the party that are going to vote. And we are talking about the constituency executives. They account for, we have 250,000 people potentially are going to vote. Constituency executives are 5,000. And no one person has a majority of those constituency executives. The national executives themselves are, 17 out of 250,000. I'm a member of parliament. I've been around this party for a long time, and I know the influence of these people on the broader delegates. It's going to be, I'm hoping, it's going to be free and fair. I mean, I'm particularly not worried about any influence of any establishment. I'm running a solid campaign, and then I know that nothing except the delegates that can influence the win.
Dear one say, me pese mo nyina mu hu say, eye me na me wo ballot no so. Enye obia enti ebia obia ye hu hi owo me campaign mo. Mamma ne hu hi embetare me. Me ne o ye ni asam o. Me ne mo ye ni asam. Me ne o ye ni asam kra. Enye sa. Mama obi problem embetare me de me no ye ni atem utuma me a me ba we boa o me ba enti me pamocho mama obi asem embetare me say my brother what
yes, you will be behind now. I will be also cover about Apple GSTV live. So, come and see Clofu from and a chick cry a war. Nana could say mine. The main street so and I will pay a being yen. And I, Ukwada, November was soon a year bubu or can't semono. Neda toso edum and in there.
that is Ghana to send you and the so and the Shiano. When so what the other so where yes, so ya who ye papa ewa ha. If you are not happy, maybe I want to know pay we are you we cry the way and I just assume we the way how much in an Casa Yamakaba at Apple THTV Live. Video no, you say Osaka, we not bring our hair. Share my food in yabi. Just so like if you do not my na I know that chance to swear. One more day say unsubscribe ya or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I trust the chief technician that the boat and keyboard the keyboard. Junior and I able chidom on the same part as the production side. Nana Yao Yabua at trust within the Al Hassan Okonjabo for the next 1 hour. Ghana Komo and ye bagabo. And I will as a videos next starting I will say penny 4 enumwa omujina pray frank 24 akonya wo NPP de mono. Won be nsa and ayabo omone. Yes. Dr. Brian Champon, Dr. Mahmoud Gomia, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Yabo mo honkobo. Yaboko na yane Ghana ni this year yo woman on it. And also so the views, the experience of war for Ghana among yourself to true NPP say omo kwa batu mu a se de sikono. Eno no be share na ba bia wo bia nso no also bit must share your view with us through comments whatever brain. Apple GSTV Live. You was simple at the moment. Ghana at Sen. What?
Over.
It's how I'm a share view. So, you know, you share that say, we knew about you share oh, okay. And then it is answering your chair.
Send the issue Kurani Ayaka.
Aye. And I have a won't come more. Na minim so far minim say out of 5 3 but we come tabo Kennedy and come by the case of Brian here you said that in your emano minim so we share nipa biensa na obaka saying and then you will Ghana need this share back home your woman on it that's them say oh come bi ni ebo and come on ni ebo no ebi a true diet ya diet no dodo na ebemu ye ya be atwemo efa omabato ho so far yenim
I was a political analyst or a dialist
assembly nana boko there
fadom
okay
ofa
yeah
say ya share omomi ensa nyina ya share Dr. Mahmoud Baumia video me say prepare me be kan one I am interested in some of the comments I was making on recently and then ya heard Brian so and I say Emrana David kwa kushia Goliath no and say na Israel for nyina nim say Goliath there enya dia David beat me dey na ti ayeden
na unim thank God say you were no about one so
sa
nti am ko twentaw na memrada okowi afi na de ko na be fi ha nkasa yes yanko obane walaruma yemwa wa ha na yemwa kwaba emra Apple GSTV so yo Ghana hello hello abani ya Muhammad kwaba oh Monsieur Danko Musa check me na since on tienka hello okay ayawa
na metunka pa na de o mo kakra
I don't know you so sensitive can't dedicate to everybody na afama ba whatever country best na war
patrol medical chair with TF4. No, or my Germany. No, more than 30.
Ahumano. Hello.
Ahumano Empa.
Aha, Yanko.
Patrol me Germany more than 32 years ago. Germany.
Okay. Many say baby are winning that you know. We are Ghana ni enti the ekoso Ghana titru amanyese mu de wodi wani die chi kakra.
Patrol me di many edi akire. Na ya na enye Ghana nko ewiase nyina ase yeto aba o baabi a me di many di akire a metimi hu ni a oba abaye omampanyini no. Enti de ekoso Ghana no me di many di akire pa.
Na olu sasa ora no hwan ya ni kasai.
Patrol me di ankasa wo ho na di amanfo ni mi a me ye popular Akiba boy.
Okay.
Akiba boy.
Okay. Okay. Ọlọ́run ma yẹn kọ́ ó sì wíyásí nyinaa no sá abátò ọkọ so a yà na wòde wani edi akyire yẹ deɛ yɛwɔ Ghana deɛ Ghana deɛ na yɛ interest ankasa ɛbɛwɔ edi kan Ghana wòde wani egyina akyire pɛn wòde wani egyina akyire abirɛ bɛn na wòde wani edi akyire na wònam mu so no ɛdeɛ na hu yɛ a wòka yɛ a ɛbɛn mu.
Se no atiefo nyina na de wo mu ne se ni American no so Ghana ni bia betimi aye bi edi nkai no enipa na omo pa aban no abedi animu na na so person be ye o mampanyin no ana se Flag Bearer na omo pa se wo hwe nipa no kasa na firi wo ma no ba no ba ko na boldness ye hye wo mu mienu de to so miensa ne ede na waye miensa eno na me de ehwe America Germany oman bia so na so no onipa America so ba be president no oba be ye enti Ghana de no bi ye dae so ana ebi so ye many di akire.
Okay. Yan fo Ghana de no na yan ko anim edi kan no yan hwe mfi dae so Ghana de no ebre ben na so ye dae so ye na efa de ho na eba mu anase amam
ani de menua eba mu ma se Ghana fo a omko hwe mi Facebook that time no se nkomo hwe ana mi ano enam se asofudie mi ni bi denti no menye me huntum se me ye prophet.
Okay.
Ne mo nyame timi bie kwan ma se obi ka so ye Kristo ni nyame asodaye wasodaye hu bibia aya ebi wo ho aye nyinni esan se me ankasa no daye na me so ye no abamu ama onipa na me so no ho daye no enso approve ade kro.
Okay. Wadaro mana daye ben
me so daye ebra kofo free ho a na kufu ado ba na o choose Baumia as vice president no. Ena me so daye say enipa me inside wo magina ho. Say ye pede na kufu ado eni ho a obresi wo manan. Enti eno no na me hu daye ni mu say Baumia wini ama na Canada Japan bu afu pa ya daye ni mo no semunim obi a oye presenter efe no na ya abrefo enti wono na me hu se daye ni mo no okrokro Canada Japan enti ani bi ka kire me se men kan kire se we lose no onyai ne kwan bi aso no obe omampanyini enti me ko Ghana ya medi asem we ko to igwawo mekro dwum park ne so school for park so say abana ye beto no Baumia ne be wini na Canada Japan to so sikan na Chiremante to so third na mo dae ne mo na Canada Japan atar na hye no ya twere ni mu 9 ya twere ni mu 9 enti sa okaya ebra omu yi aba no Canada Japan di ka yi ba ko 8 ana osa ko yi 1 kan ho ana che se sa nine no approve enti ɛna ɛno ntankyɛn enti daeɛ no mu ka kyerɛ me sɛ wɔnyɛ aka sɛ kane Japan na ɛbaa bɛgye ɔman Ghana ayɛ
okay
saa tɛm na yɛyi obiara nkurɔfoɔ sɛ kane Japan ɛna nkurɔfoɔ se ebia yɛyi nipa no bia biribi firima ɔba bɛyɛ vice nti nipa no a ne yɛtwi so wɔ mu nyinaa no ɛna ɛne ne ka kyerɛ me sɛ nka kyerɛ napo sɛ ɛda no a kane Japan ba Kumasi sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ashow you down asɛdeɛ no
showdown no
saa da no ankasa na meso saa daeɛ no nti napo me na mesɛn me voice bɛ ne yi so sɛ ɔno na yɛyi no nti wɔnhwɛ yi no ɔhwɛ kasa mu yi nti sɛ napo te me ni a akiba boy me na mesɛn bɛto ne number no megye ne number free madam fubu eferi ko ɛwɔ nkran ɛno ne daeɛ a ɛbaa soɔ
okay hello
nti wode ba hello
is you
wode ba deɛ ani so ahu a ɛne nea ɛyɛ physical so a Ghana ni biara a wɔhwehwɛ nea ɔba bɛdi NPP fo anim no ɛnsɛ sɛ wokɔgye sika asɛse nipa no a yɛde wɔn gyina hɔ no saa nipa 5 no nyinaa hwɛ wɔn nyinaa sɛ wɔn gyina hɔ no wɔn si teɛ no na hwɛ wɔn yi baako ɛkɔyɛ wo a wotie me no wabusua panyini yini kɔyɛ wabusua panyini busa ho anaasɛ okurom hene na busa ho sɛ saa nipa no mu yi baako kɔyɛ me kurom hene wɔn ne betumi aboa me ɛsan sɛ wotie kasa no ɛne ne obi akyerɛ sɛ obetumi ayɛ a obetumi prufu ekura ne nsɛm kyerɛ wɔ sɛ saa deɛ wei na meba bɛyɛ ebi so ni proof wɔn enti sɛ me pro obi akɔyɛ mabusua panyin anaasɛ obi akɔboa wa me fi ayɛ a without Canada Japan no me mfa obi a
physical side no deɛ wohu no
oh yes ɛne sɛ
yes
masa sɛ wohwɛ ahwɛ o sɛ wohwɛ wɔn a yɛde wɔn gyina hɔ no nyinaa obiara edi anim a ɛyɛ good
yes
na mmom hwɛ Canada Japan okura proof ɛno ma yɛ wɔ no Ghana no natural resources wa menu ya me nane metals o me metals nane ya Ghana metals bia metuma kyerɛ metuma build machine wɔ kurum na mo ama nane ye nyame so de kyɛ me no
okay
ma ko school kura mpo no ma US secondary school ɛso me de nyame de kyɛ me no ɔho ento ɛnkyerɛ sɛ doctor na professor bi ne bedi ɔman ni ma mo ba na yɛ ɔman ni hia kokurudufoɔ obi a wo nim dia onim bibi e be tia mo ma na kɔ nanim ɛsan sɛ menu ya yo gold wo hu sɛ gold na etu Ghana no etimi yɛ gold chain o Ghana na o oil o plutonium o lithium o natural resource wa nipa ɔman bi o nya ba ko pese pɛ wayɛ saa no ma na me dia che Ghana nyina yentumi na ne ba kokora amfa nyɛ ye ne ya bibi isi mutu anwa o ma kɔ nane
wow
so entene de Japan so de wa kyerɛ wo bɔɔde awui ye bedua ne mo ne akye ne de gutunturo ma akɔtɔn no wa tachi sano ye be timi de aburo afra ama petro na dɔso no asa kyerɛ wo sɛ maburo no a mobile no a muntu a yɛntɔ na asɛsɛ no obɛyɛ store a yɛbɛtumi a store bayerɛ for 8 months maza afutuo na mede bɛma Ghanafoɔ sɛ obi ama n'ani na hɔ na monyɛ din na montie deɛ wɔ mo ka no waa wobɛhunu sɛ no spima 10 million koraa na 20 million a wonnyi sika no na mmom nipa wei ɛna ɛbɛtumi ama ɔma no ayɛyi ɛno na ɛbɛboa wo yeah
okay
jama ha ya wai ajuma yayi na lebra ajuma bi ne yayi o fa we to ha fa we je sei sika eji eno ne ditua daika na se wote wo Ghana na se bi company ni bi wo na wo ye adwuma wo ho a wo ho beto chen se wo beba Germany na France kora be ha wo oh enti ubuza me a de nyame ayi a kire me na medi ho adanse ne no nkire se mi mpe obi asem
enti na se ye abato edi animu edema the new patriotic party come January 31 na nipa ejina ye nipa makomako enum no sabe de Yakupon enyi nchero ne mom de obeka fa ho bia e physical one.
Oh, last month that I chat to by no. Actually say November eno ma PBC. Na nipa dodo no a ebeka say Canada Japan. Ya eni je ho. Enti na Ghana fo atwa hia baabi bebre. Na say Diane men kan kire wo.
Yes.
Na me mfunso a me ye ne say me koka kire wo mo say onyame prophet say nyame say na eno na Ghana for say omo ntia say sama ko me ho prophet enti omo sore o daye no say omo ko ene ne ka kire omo say onya prophet na me ka kire say menya prophet you na so obi akasa wa say prophet na me nka say enti ana me ka kire omo say me sere menya prophet na emom no wo say bosumi we asim November na amanfo eba embedo so Canada Japan enti wo mo ebe free Canada Japan achi so obi atemi kɔ enti wo se wo mo ete ho no se obi ti se ebia asemasi ando so Canada Japan a ɛho se waka na wakoma mu se mesoso ma ndo so Canada Japan saa na ene ne kan keke na Canada Japan de ni photo keke na mehunu na nem dua pa de mehunu me ayi se da.
Okay. Where you November, the end of November.
Where this month, last month I'm sorry for this month.
For this month, okay. You know what?
Nemo daine mono. O share me boss say. Canada Japan, and the mayi ni say. Omra me chichi o maino. Nemo. Samupu. Mumpu. Wanona mema na behe o my Ghana so. Na menumu asemwa etwa to wono no. Medindi Akiba boy.
Akiba boy man no wase. Na so far Ghana politics so Germany ho etese ho ye wu wadwin a say na one for so je wadwin so e wo Ghana politics in general.
Oh, sese abuchira na tia abuchira wa mo kan ni da ko bi menye sure say obi ana na hoto no ne hoto no de a o mo ni din na mo nim say de ekoso abuchira no eno abi na Canada Japan ba beye na beginning pa no de na o masema o mo kan say Canada Japan kasa Canada Japan kasa no nye but say sia no de Canada Japan kasa no mo nka biu no mo say Canada Japan kwa na betimi ahwe o ma no so na baumia ene o ma ya aka no o mo mre na Ghana ahoho beje o ma no nti Canada Japan na betimi aboa o ma no sa na se abrochirefo no ka no
Akila bab na si ye be kasa chi
yo misumi da se pe ne mo ma ba
cheje many for you now. Okay, Akila bab Ghana ni this year yeah wakota Germany abrochima mu everybody say fi share duasa na ota follow ye pa Rikus obi am yan chiao na you say what to say Rikus so ono so atwa ba fi share duasa wo USO
say afi do beba o
ai na ina na man kwa no say within a week obo Ghana
Rikus over be polling station
o say January no be ha why we be microphone
obeko
na Rikus so ken for na bi o
omo yi den na
yeah yankwe na ya go
ofa ngomo ya kodi ye de nse spiritual matters
I do about the physical by you
o say oso da ye nso ebem na oso da ya amba mu no na say dia kwasi mu pe na amem ken Rikus mo na fi omo Rikus aba.
Rikus mo dey neba. Rikus oh. Okay, Rikus hey. All the good one offer and the good crew of Apple GSTV. Offer Kennedy is the best contestant among all the NPP candidates. Hey. Rikus so January 31 munyambo habi. You hear mo? Yam
So for us say spiritual side in the me de to in China ya the physical the Kennedy accomplished kwa Japan a fine candidate just esenka odi party nanimu na nka enyi yi a nkanya dia okovet no campaign ebe man aba bonten se omepre frank etufo edibre no omunipa num na omomo ho kwan no within the NPP executives na say neck na no omo ya aware say emu bia betimi aba say ye converting na ye kopre frank etufo edibre na mu jai nipa no say we kubi just omo jai omo say omo nko ni nyina no emu de obeba bia na deserve say we di party na ni.
Very good. Yeah, that word no. Remember na men ti omo papa. Obi nka so obi and deserve. And nkuma ye di me ba ambe okra no. We do so qualify. What I say? But the question is say one, e would the one na betimi adi mu party na nim. Na wotima kwaji nkoni mabotri no. Oh 2028 adi ama. Wotima kwaji no. And the Bian say, Ghana for the Mawa, over to Sudio Mokobosha Sassons. Next time round, party no, a could be one, or what I says at Trauma. A honey angle. The Bia Sefata. What is the meaning of that Sefata? Young Winchrim. Oh, no, the Obia Sefata. Obia qualify? Yes, but would you only be to Kwaji 2 minimum?
By any theory, you need research, and I need procedure bia obetimi de afaso ehun se we na beji tumi na mama ni nyina your opinions unintimi nye push apart from say delegate na to aba oh de omo pe no
but at times it works because that brings about policies and ideas even deba.
So if that is the case
about no when you say Ghana many times who say obi ya na no de 2 years 2016 ya 2 years ya per MPP buy no go for say go for the tropa na beja no mutimi nya de atrona no mo kan say enema bi o mu kruche gu from manifesto policies akese no ohun say na Ghana for gina so the 2 year at the end no say be na da same thing happens the last general election omunim say as for federal nema bia is term as their policy under their manifesto no and it's Ghana for gina omotima trauma massively them NDC
manifesto
that makes difference between candidates.
Our manifesto is prepared by party in Ghanaian elections. Manifesto, the policies in the manifesto comes out from the leader.
That is it.
But the manifesto itself, is prepared by party.
But the leader who represents the party.
Yes.
And I'm more concerned. Again, leader no, no, oil for the no. Would make carry best 90%.
What the Becca say, may see. We are not the Koto party executives name.
May see no. And a difference we no. You know me any prayer. You know yes for say you be di. Back and forth. Maybe I may meet him poor my view me war. So the man may no. I be different from yours.
And I'm person me chest offer. Say you need a dear back pa we gina so aka se nipa num no we na ekwa or we na say nkesa dia
you depend on their policies. That is why you say will your code there send the only message we normally tell us message very good oh your nam ka only message be the man for and no na one for pick something from it
but for nipa
and the difference between the two
obi a on the message.
That is what I mean. That makes the difference.
Carry messages no.
That makes the difference.
Then if it is message there is it choosing a candidate it's not message alone. There are several things and it determines who will be candidates, who will be flag bearer. We talk about personality, acceptance, and recognition. on se nipa no okuta personality who deserve. Nipa just sebi man this is na so. Ebia obi a polling station executive, it will be a cherepone. Or ye be a constituency organizer. Ebia within them no mun say nipa no betimi aba be ye flag bearer. But a bear dance will be free honor. Based on Enshishaya party, ni be gu akwam sika wo mutua enema mo ye ansa na watimi apeke forms mpono send the panin timi nye. So you talk about personality, acceptance and recognition. Then what they no aso ato in China no about willingness. Is the person willing to lead the party at this critical moment?
But you said I'm from should be a con.
You get it.
Nipa na didn't pay us.
It's nipa na ne pe ba na party na yimpanyimfo.
The willingness no aye adwuma da.
Na party na yimpanyimfo say nipa na aba no yentoto oma no emu dian na ne policy ne commenting after vetting no mu wie na nka omo nipa 5 committee go metimi atana za ka nipa 5 ye to omo so aba de obedi kan no ne ko represent the party no. Yes.
Yanko hear some of their messages.
And over. It is also an avenue to resource the party.
What is the avenue to resource the party?
Open nomination forms, allowing more than one people to pick the forms, pay amount of money, a avenue, they solicit for funds to run the party.
Yanko MCRO na omaye, and then which can kakra, yeti bomia kakra, na eti branch of form. There was some swaba, Apple GSTV Live. Royal and College of Health, and Apple GH Transport Incorporation, and Afi George Apia Collections. Send you come and say, and ask you, what the young hear videos, you go to your almost only.
I know it's late. I'm going to sit down. But before I do so, I want to caution you. You know, I have come here to tell you what I can do for Kumbugu and the 5 northern regions. Other people will come here, and the only thing they will do is propaganda and lies. Oh, Canada, Japan is this. Canada, Japan is this. Because they don't have a message for you. Because they've lied to you. So now they don't have a message. Their message now is propaganda about Canada, Japan. Wise up. Open your ears, open your eyes. I think about 4 days ago or so, some people were making propaganda to delegates, and the delegates hooted at them and said, tell us what you can do. Don't come and do propaganda here. We are suffering. Tell us what you can do. So when they come and they start the propaganda, just tell them, what can you do for us? We are suffering. God has given us all this land that we can have industries here. Rice. You produce rice here, and now your rice is more expensive than the one coming from India. So they are not buying it. What is the solution? The solution is to give you fertilizers free, chemicals free, loans, no interest. So, I'm here to deliver my message, telling you what I can do for Kushegu and the 5 northern regions. I've come not to insult anybody, but you will get politicians when I leave here will come and do propaganda because they don't have a message. They don't have business ideas. Or they will say, oh, Canada, Japan, insult party people. Canada, Japan did not even campaign when he lost the election. Now let me clarify this. When I lost the election, I campaigned for our candidate. And the third parties, I gave some of the constituency I gave the candidates 100,000 cedis. I asked them to come to my warehouse. I gave them street light, sewing machines, necklaces to support their constituency. But when we lost, nobody has called me to say, oh, Canada, Japan, thank you. Nobody has said that to me. But I'm not worried. I did it for the party. If they don't believe it, I know you are capturing it. They should call the vice presidential candidate, Napo, and ask him. I took him to my warehouse and showed him the things that I was going to distribute to the party people, which I did. But they come here, tell the people what you can do for them, and stop propaganda. Some are saying that, oh, if you vote for Canada, Japan to win, NDC is going to arrest him because he killed Ameswali. All these years, Anas reported me to America. They did their investigation, and I'm still here. So what information? Some are saying, oh, I'm campaigning. They thought I don't have money. So they are surprised that I even have this money. Now they are saying that, oh, Mahama has paid my money. That is why I'm campaigning. It won't help us. We need unity in the party. I have come here to tell you what I can do. So when they come with their propaganda, ask them what they can do for you and not the propaganda. They did the same thing and we lost miserably. If they want us to lose again, I have done my part. Go wherever you go, Maslachi, they say bring Canada, Japan. In the churches, bring Canada, Japan. Market, bring Canada, Japan. Buses, bring Canada, Japan. Restaurant, bring Canada, Japan. When the youth are talking, bring Canada, Japan. It's power we want. We don't want a flag bearer who cannot give us power. So I'm begging you. You see these 10 months in opposition, how you are sweating. You see? I'm also sweating. So are we going to stay in opposition for 8 to 12 years when they have a candidate that Ghanaians are begging NPP people to bring in? So I beg you, we are not the only people going to vote. We are going to sell our candidate to Ghanaians like we did the last time. So when you go 31st January, only look up there, number 1, Honorable Canadian, number 1. Me, the way I'm seeing MPP, and yet they are MPP. They are charging me treason because of MPP. I will never do anything to destroy MPP. Now, from 1992, when was say body and soul or the sika na who den nim die aboa MPP party e che le Canada Japan na me kura ni wi a na makọ akọsẹ no ana ye pe party ni ti misra mo obi obeba bia wantini yanka adwuma ho asem na obeka Canada Japan onye presidential material onye say no. Let me tell you, we need bold men. Ehia kukudurofo NDC for etutura asem no wanya obi anani edin na wantimi anko face NDC for ye besa opposition. The mesra munya kukudurofo until say ye be kind the last constituency. Semini ye presidential candidate. I will never accept defeat. I will never accept defeat until the electoral commissioner comes out to declare. I will not. I will never accept defeat. Ekuna ye kono ehia bema a wo beta yechi enye sa wo de ye boy ya na mu dimirika ni mo adwane no makosi segu no enye sa na ye election in Africa to vote for a bold man ebiem la omnim sa wonu nyansa wadwere ebetimi akasa kire wo nyonko a woni afa na otinya bebi afa ato amaman na sa tumi badia yentimi mfa sa nyansa no enhwe ho emma wadwuma a efata emma wonye na emom e ka kire se for certificate bra ko online ya kura nse wo modern wonim dia wo de ma party ba power ya ma obi appointment na wo se me ba ti samia former MP Brekum Eke na nipa da samia enam wo modern ne wadwuma pa wo ya ma party ya power ti me ka kire nse enye party ndi ene wa wei ana me ko twawo machi a yes oh Canadian Japan onya enne say Mahama ama me promises no aya konno ye if he said wo hwe Mahama appointment awaya sabe obi a wanwie SS kra no otumi aye ne deputy director of NADMO wama appointment na mo akra de bebi mu so enso ukwa certificate oh wana nya ewie se yankweni yie na yanto aba maka ne de Japan wa obetumi de enwuma abagana baby NPP yankweni ya ebegu timesram monya madom na mo bia no de yem fam to yachi e mistake ene ye aswansi aswansa ye hunia eye ti se obi a ba ka kira wo se mi awadwene ye wo sesa ne kotuma obi abra Ghana fo nyina e koto aba ama nkoyin bi aba no se momfa nipa somasi mra se nipa na o ka kira wo no ompe wiye ompe party ni ompe Ghana.
That is Kennedy Ohene Japan. First on the ballot paper. Come to the 1st of January 2026. Now, means what you know? Send the procron on Pewye.
Ken is garnishing his message with a sense of acceptance. Ken, the message, you know, or garnishing will see, you know, with Pampaya will be at your Bepe.
Oh, okay. And I can't profit it,
like what decorating, say, I do crowd with CC number and this type of message and a delegate in here.
I say, the Biamic, I no. Now, because MB voice will be a sefata. So you be a personality, be well perform. Shall be a case customer or more. But the difference is tabo mu the messenger or the baba.
Of a Nipa 5 normal contestant.
Where can I do?
Nipa 5 normal contestant. It's about communication. None of them they in the Kenakasa. Kind of streets man.
We are a good communicator, but with the message that is different at all. Or a good communicator, but Obakasa, but we will know that some problem
can be a politician. Or a businessman.
Yes,
a street man.
Street account.
Of a Kenny street.
It is a would say how he presented himself. We have this few about
the message of the memory different.
No, Yiba.
But there's one candidate in so maybe we could be the same message will be repeating on.
You already was winning there. Rikus or say offer, despite the fact that I am for Kennedy, yet I can emphatically tell you that Mama and his team, backed by Ashidun Ketia, are really doing a good job to reset the Ghana socially and economically. Rikus Kennedy has the keys to Ghana's agricultural and industrial sectors development. What Kennedy is saying is just like when the farmer planted the good seeds, and the bad guy went behind him and planted the bad seed behind him. South Pepper this year.
For the first time about American.
Of your call.
Saruku say John Dramani Mama near Siding Katia Boy Juma.
Papa.
Amagana ya any Kenny Bedding.
Ah,
Kenny Bedding.
That's a can be to mother.
No, not to us. We are next to
no more to us.
That is not
another.
I said, damn politics, I said, dummy. Yimpia Mayechi. Irrespective of a biao. So,
the way we are, but Trabi did you trouble.
Yes. Oh, but cheaper now the Fabi Bias alcohol winning.
Every other answer, Rikus or the Mamma then before you want to check.
Yeah, I am teacher. Once I'm an ego as a man, I make so the way Kennedy is carrying home all this while they will see presenting information message or the delegates or who the delegates also or example big catcher almost say positions John Dramani Mama position to Obia deputy NADMO coordinator Obia or SHS simple when you be just say the mama and no first one may it's indirectly or catch a delegate in some about more movie SS in Okrano. The Mamma Juma. Yes, school, I'll be for the certificates on the Juma. On Blemu Ubia on Condemn Ubia. So see TV.
Yes. What they call second on the ballot paper. Dr. Brenner Champon.
Or your future.
It was all sitting with me. And the number of bags of fertilizers we brought to the Upper West region, nobody in any year has bringing that quantity of fertilizer for the dry spell. Nobody. It was sitting with you. And then you say that you can't share it. I don't understand.
I have no fears at all about any so-called establishment. And there's really no establishment in this. It is establishment that is going to vote January 31st. The whole party architecture, the delegates, the workers of the party that are going to vote. If you are talking about the constituency executives, they account for, we have 250,000 people potentially are going to vote. Constituency executives are 5,000. And no one person has a majority of those constituency executives. Two, the national executives themselves, they are 17 out of 250,000. I'm a member of parliament. I've been around this party for a long time, and I know the influence of these people on the broader delegates. It's going to be, I'm hoping, it's going to be free and fair. I'm particularly not worried about any influence of any establishment. I'm running a solid campaign, and then I know that nothing except the delegates that can influence the win. Fears at all about any so-called establishment, and there's really no establishment in this. It is establishment that is going to vote January 31st. The whole party architecture, the delegates, the workers of the party that are going to vote. If you are talking about the constituency executives, they account for, we have 250,000 people potentially are going to vote. Constituency executives are 5,000. And no one person has a majority of those constituency executives. Two, the national executives themselves, they are 17 out of 250,000. I'm a member of parliament. I've been around this party for a long time, and I know the influence of these people on the broader delegates. It's going to be, I'm hoping, it's going to be free and fair. I'm particularly not worried about any influence of any establishment. I'm running a solid campaign, and then I know that nothing except the delegates that can influence the win.
Marakugunami Mado Yavugre. Ne Madu Vekra Ezado. Enkode Dr. Brian Champon. And I'm happy to be here in Central Town.
Number 2 on the ballot paper, Dr. Brian Champon. Offer, it takes common sense and a love for your nation before party to build a country. Just imagine the way the leader of Burkina Faso is developing his country. He just bought 2 passenger aircraft for Burkina Faso. Now, Elle Kuku Manjodo, Dr. Brian Champon.
FP.
Why say I guess I'm very good central region? Pompo no so come fancy. No, one, I didn't fat, no one sampa, abandoning yanum. To doctors who could do North tongue, South Central tongue, no, so deep Meluku Medu. Say, young can Yetiamo Pache, Meluku, or for the form. So far,
on a day, unsaid the American said, the uncle Fubu independent Munima, Omofa, Omoforms na. Omo endorse you omo failing na omo be submitting na omo tro FP go anymore. Na mo catch the party for ni say the forms na baba FP no misan say in FP na just for future purpose.
Okay.
Okay. This particular contest
for future purpose.
Yes. This particular contest na omo ni say omo person be the third force and omo dey introduce omo. But notwithstanding no we campaign name message ya we deliver. Em say to be bisa no question no say o gigi wo elections now mo be institutional organizing elections elections na nim no party executives no be hama bibia to yi o gidi o moment one of the speech no catch say it is only the delegates that can choose the leader for the party, not influence from any external source, not any external influence. And I am excited so contest and now bobo now who's a referee now be baby officiating no obedi ni french mo a na onye gidi o ni many age kwan of us or address that particular question na asase no bibisa no so no ogidi institution or your french unim say the solidity campaign na oye no unity campaign na oye no nsem a wo ka no eto ahene ne esi ahene fo no beti nsem no omo de nsem ne be kwa adwinkim omo be da adwene ho no mo a digest asem no ansa na omo take decision no so omo ntie nwe take decision no. No, Dr. Brian Champon.
Okay, Rikus Osofa, please, can you ask your co-host for me? Does he knows that our former president ever worked? Does he knows that our former president ever worked for J.G. Rawlings during the PNDC era? My point is, we speak the truth for the love of our country. Now, the request of information.
But non connoisseur take him advice na kakra. Me chere say no emayema sa position na ye pre no ye mfa nye campaign for NDC. So ye campaign for NDC afagana for ye tin sempa o. Ye amamu ye eye nema ye we mu ye no aba foforo of baby oba ware ase na duane ye different. Oba foforo na de obesi ato pono no. O fese ye ware ye no ye yire no ye ba a ponom beto no a different 1 year bon say a reduce 2 years a reduce 3 years ko you papa oduane dey si won fa.
Thank you. Yanko number 3 position on the ballot box, on the ballot paper rather.
Ladies and gentlemen, I demonstrate my strength by getting results, not by making noise or by insulting or by bragging about money. The combined effect of how well Bawumia is known today and my experience as vice president make me the most prepared person for the NPP's quest for the 2028 election and governance in 2029.
And Eddie Mania Jipa, me baton Tanonofa, my befie, a fee, any fee. Me pesame damunina say 2023, Mujina Mechipa, 84%. Yamishira Munina, Medama say. Pesame, Kacha Muse, said a Mujina Mochino. 2026 January First, monkono sana mumpeja na yankudu 90%. Munyinan munim se minimum na ye ko presidency no. Mikoduha musuma konia ewo ho. Enti ye nyina na yebedi presidency no. Kukurudu. Kukurudu. Media me ubia me pen kabom. Me pen kabom pa eninti me ye me campaigner me nkasanti ya ubia. Me mbo ubia din. Me ndidi ubia tem. Me chirema juin keke. Emamo. Enti udidi ubia tema muwie election na ose bebuamia obeba. Omba. Enti me kase ubia o kasa mami. Onsusu nkasa. Man di ubia tem. Me so me pese me wia mudi franka ane shemensa meka menu yanuma meni omu ekwa kansi ni nyina meka omu nyina abom na etimi akọ ekogitumi no ewo ye election mu ubeye omampenyi ewo Ghana ha emfa sika uwo wo ubotom enye ubotom sika na wode be hwe Ghana fo eye ubotom sika eti untimi nkasa mi wosika enti behwe me property ena beto abama me enye no sa eya adwea ewo utim unimbia o utim o ideas eno ena ede empompo enumfaso na ahoto ebe Ghana for enti enye sikasem. It is about ideas. Eno ena mede bremo ene na mede same about ishishie bebrea mede beba enimde de bea mede beba ebebo nyina ade atime akọ kugulu de ewo hono se me pese mu nyina mu hu se eye me na me wo ballot no so enye obia enti ebia obia ye huhi owo me campaign no mamma ne huhi embetare me mini o yeni asem o mini mo yeni asem mini o yeni asem kra enyesa mama obi problem embetare me de mini o yeni atem utuma me a me ba weboa o me ba enti me pamocho mama obi asem embetare me say my brother wati tamo mami vote no menemo ye ni asem kra medamo ase tribal propaganda yi ewo ho no me pese obi enhu se yen ye koi NPP we don't vote on tribal lines. It is not part of our tradition. If you go back to even 1957, on Nkrumah Baye, he passed the Avoidance of Discrimination Act. And yebe forming UP, United Party, because we didn't need parties based on different regions. After that election, yebe forming UP, Northern People's Party was the largest party. Omobaye with SD Dombo with 13 seats to start with. 13 seats. Dr. Buzia with the Ghana Congress Party, Obaye with 1 seat. So, normally, Anka Dombo should have been the leader of the United Party. Over 13 seats, Buzia, 1 seat. But Northern People's Party, Omotanaho, no mo kasaye, say, ye pese ye ji power no every Nkrumah ho. But Buzia is the one most likely to help us win the power. Yamfa leadership no Emma Buzia, even though we have more numbers than the Ghana Congress Party. Sane koso. Kukurudu. Na ushe party media ejuma me ye wo party mu me by the last 16 years me de me ho abo afore ama party 208 na me wo Bank of Ghana na me ye omo penyi governor no abedi chiri penyi no abedi chiri deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. Ena Nana Akufo-Addo befrɛ me. Ɔse membɛyɛ n'abedi akyiri. Saa mmerɛ no na President Kufuor ebedi 8 years. Na nipa bebree ka kyerɛ me sɛ ma menjae ma adwuma no na membɛyɛ running mate. Ɔmo say no party a breaking 8 no. Enti me ba yendi nkunim. But me kankyerɛ ɔmo sɛ President Kufuor ena appointing me deputy governor. Enti NPP hia sɛ meba abɛboa na yenya letimi di nkunim a mentimi nkasɛ memba. Enti me resigning me job ewo Bank of Ghana elbe ye running mate of the NPP. Me ba ye yendi nkunim. So me hwehwe adwuma foforo me benya adwuma ewo African Development Bank. Omo de me call Zimbabwe. Se me nkoye omo penyi ewo Zimbabwe. Me was Zimbabwe ena 2012 beduye ena Nana Akufo-Addo san bae or say minjai na membrefi na membeye na bedi chiribium for 2012 election. Ye president of African Development Bank Opamicho or say maminjai jumano or Fred President Kufuor se onemin kasa se maminjai jumano emba Ghana bium. But me kanchiro mo say since a party no hear me se membra mbeboa de mintimi nkase memba me resign here and me samba here and me be ye ejuma as running mate ye ba ye munyina nim se NDC for omuko wie mo ewo 2012 eninti ye ndi nkunim so ye call Supreme Court semokai you and I were not there. Me na me kodi adanse ema party no star witness. Me na me ye pink sheet no so me lead team no na ye pink sheet no ejuma no me call Supreme Court eko di adanse eko defendi party no pa yan di nkunim but ye kyerɛ Ghana fo nyina sɛ ye na ye wi ni 2012 election no ye wie ye me simu me ka sɛ me nko baby abiom metena Ghana na ma bo campaign no me call lecture after lecture after lecture me the pressure egu NDC for so me kantre Nana Akufo-Addo say 2016 election yidie me pese ojai John Mahama emma me na me no yenko boot for 2016 election.
Elede emani ajipa me ba turn on offer ma ba fie efie eni fie me pese me da mo nyina se 2023 mo gina me chipa 84%. Nyame nhyira mo nyina me da mo ase pese me kankyere mo se de mo gina mo chi no 2026 January 31st 90%. Mo nyina mo nim se minimum na ye ko presidency no me kodu ha mo so mo akonia ewo ho enti ye nyina na ye bedi presidency no kukudu.
Yo, yate Dr. Mamadou Bawumia. Hey, but we could say, was it not the same Bawumia who told the world when it comes to helping the party, he has contributed a lot. He even told us how many tracks and how much he gave to the grassroots. Is it not bragging? That's the question from Rikus. Now, uti your disha tuya. This is upon our bragger for our papa. Sanya can't find a bragger. Also, I can say Bawumia is being selfish for distinguishing himself from his speakers. Also from Rikus. And now, Bawumia can say the time no so.
Mami starting free baby Rikus and you know. Sometimes we want distinguishing himself from supporters and as the speakers no say omo kana ho no so bi afomwa enfo ni akro no ho hi enya de bi ti ono do
on ga say on support ni pan what this thing what was say enfo no ho hi enfo me come
e abonye no ka
mini munya na co presidency wo
e abonye say na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka say
oh this is what an interpreter
Aye, Abronya.
Oh, sir.
Avana se otomfo wo hia pan ansa na wate se ne dade na ahishi ayehye. Onka se wo hwe ni kora hu se ne se ayekoko na otomo se ayehye. Aha. Nti Abronya ase na no ka se nsema Abronya ka nti no se eyi MPs ni bi kwa betu just because of Abronya nti no omo support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bi. Nti no once man no ka ba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono so nkai hu se waboa party ba party ni so aboa no pa. Ebia no e board or a Bank of Ghana eyi kura na ka governor kura this particular moment din any baby as you say what rise ya could do and your party na and could do sir go say all of Africa obo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia do obi anim maybe anen ko ye a Bank of Governor eyi kura na kan din no in breaches besides being a vice president for Republic of Ghana no enye ade a yetoto no form kura
second gentleman
udi beba history
of the country
into party no so aboa no into ya ono so nkan hu se ono so party na aboa no ko defend party no time no pre ababe vice president yeah time no ti
oko defend
no position
yes
no okay on ka ho an creating go for bia ofra bontin em of all the ebreniti enko
ebreniti ba say you could last one day pass for that was him offer the Dombo story that Bawumia said is wrong, so why didn't he mention those who joined from the Volta and Central region and the Gap people? Where did the NPP place them?
Of a Royal and College of Faith, number 1 College of Faith, I was Asante Mantem, Omocha Quine Oak, Masia Boaquam, courses now, any diploma, any HND courses in health related courses, Nina, we be. Say, Ope say, Ofre Royal and our friend Wahumatu for 0209359894, 0209359894. Your Kojo Japia collections, or say a banta, dear pa, near Fadia pa, dear Ghana had the number 1 collections, the one boutique and Tadiani Afandia Hopa, and also Kumasi Ebuakwa Shell filling station, no Echiwa, and all. When you say, or yeah, delivery service, so to me, Corona person fan Tadian Emrel and Ampa 1 Emrel, and Mahunia Mani Memahunia Menina, or be friend now, Matu for you, 0575 754040 0575 754040. Apuji Transport Incorporation, a number 1 transport service, a war Asante Mantem, who has helped pay baby car, a dear to Quine Opeka, dear, did you maybe Peka, dear Co baby, a young cars, and you come for my ultra modern cars, a Sarinka car, which you out to say a luxury. A driver's near tried and tested, or mere reliable, put a self confidence, or mon drive over speed via, or mon wrongful overtaking, a quemu dear, or mere number 1. Kumasi to touch my baby, Yebeko, fraying. Ebra we hear no na yemfa ye cars na emra na etimi nya bi na efe etu ekwan e kira kwan no so e wokumase he ye be bia opeka bia number 1 transport service American for e amount Apple GH Transport Incorporation we open se mi se bia from one matru for 0543 398041 so person high car ni bia wo de te ya homa no 0543 398041 Apple GA Transport Incorporation. See your journey, empire offer.
Thank you, Nana Yao Yabua Bemaba, Chief Technician, that boat and Kimbo, supported by Junior, the Chief Executive Producer, then I could say more. Within the last Akojabo, Nana Yao Bema, and I support to me. Yami Admochna, the essential Shianopa, and Nevia. Good afternoon from Kwasi, Ghana.